So usually it's not that cold, but today, man, it's just freezing. As you can see, there's this big city right there as a background. So I can't miss that, can I? Standing like almost 3 to 4 meters in front of me and just standing there. This is where the caves are. Looks like two humans kissing. You know, powerful long exposure shots. So let's begin. Well, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we came to Igidae Park. Igidae Park is a very large park with interesting geolocations and beaches and stuff, and check this out actually. It's right in front of me. Yep, see that? So see that way there, this way, and we plan to just go straight towards that way, and there's some opening towards the beach or towards the sea, and that's where we're gonna make our shots. So let's get to it. Oh man, it's so cold. Like, this is the southern part of the country, Busan city, so usually it's not that cold, but today, man, it's just freezing. And because it's the seaside, the sea wind is just absolutely blowing, and because of that, it's quite cold. All right, so I've got my first composition right here. Now, the waves are quite strong, so if you can't hear my voice, please forgive me. As you can see, there's this big city right there as a background, and that's actually Haeundae, which I plan to shoot this evening probably. Now, that bridge, if you can see it, is called Hwanghan Bridge, which is the bridge that we just crossed because our hotel's right there. So we just crossed the bridge and we came here. Now my goal is to use that city view as my background, and there's a big opening here. Now I think I'm gonna use that opening with the waves coming in as my foreground interest, and somehow I will make this city view with seascape view work together. So I've got my 16 to 35, and we'll see if it's wide enough to put everything in one shot. So there we go. Now I'm not really sure if I really need a tripod for this. I don't think I can really do a long exposure here. All right, so I'll have to bracket this probably because the sky is too bright, and therefore I'm gonna use my filters. So bear with me. All right, so I tried with my polarizer, but it doesn't polarize that much because it's kind of hazy, and you know the light is not in the right angle for using the polarizer. So I'm just gonna use my 6-stopper to make this long exposure shot. Now before it was like 200 something of a second, but now it's 0.5 seconds. So ISO 100, f11, and 0.5 seconds, and 2-second timer. Focused on the horizon. And waiting for the wave. There we go. One more. There we go. Now let's check. Yeah, it's not exactly as I hoped, but I think the photo's not bad. Thankfully it's sharp to the closest point, to the farthest point, so I think this shot works. Yeah. Okay, so this is the first shot of this place, and well, here's the shot.
The waves were hitting the black beach, leaving white foam lines behind, and creating a beautiful contrast in the foreground. The city in the background highlights how dynamic the city is, and how well balanced the natural and man-made elements of the area are. My only wish was that my tripod had been a bit taller, so I could have included more of the foreground in the scene. But I am still happy with this shot.
Alright, so I just finished making that shot, and there's this cute lone bird right in front of me, which I cannot miss. So I'm gonna quickly change my lens to my long lens and shoot that bird. It's like right in front of me, just waiting for me, so I can't miss that, can I? Alright, there we go. Got my long lens out, and let's shoot it. High speed mode, open the aperture, up the ISO a little bit as well, and perfect. Oh, it's looking at me, it's so cute. I don't exactly know the name of this bird, but I think it's a seaside bird. I just saw it like flying around, and you know, it's just now standing like almost 3 to 4 meters in front of me and just standing there. It's really cute. So can't miss the chance, can I? Alright, come here. Now one problem is that this bird is sitting on the top of this rock, and oh, I gotta shoot this. Hold on. Oh no, it's behind the branch. One problem is that I can't really isolate this bird, like, you know, in the environment where you can clearly see the bird. So because the bird has this unique color that looks the same as the rocks, which is the background or the environment is around it, and because of that you can't really see the bird like clearly, because you have to really like focus and see that's bird like that. But I don't know, I think this shot works too because it's quite sharp, and oh my god, the feathers and everything, the details just right there. Man, I'm happy with that. Alright, well, without further ado, here's the shot. You decide if it's a good shot or not. I'm not a wildlife photographer, but still I love shooting wildlife, and you know, this is just absolutely amazing. Yeah.
This is either a female or juvenile blue rock thrush. The bird was flying around the area, and I could tell that this was its home. Seeing the bird made me wonder if it's better to be a bird than a human. The bird probably knows nothing about politics, genocides, wars, or famine, and I truly envy that ignorance.
You know, one great thing about Korea is that it's such a small country packed with people. The birds are not that skittish, so they don't normally fly away that easily, and that's what I really like. You know, easy to make photos. And man, this place just full of these kind of beautiful sceneries. Like, look at this. Only in Busan you can see these kind of scenery. Absolutely stunning. Man, absolutely stunning. So apparently this place used to be a military restricted area, and as you can see behind me, there's this military fence. But since 1997, it was opened to public, and therefore now people like me can come here and shoot seascapes. Interesting, but sad story. All right, so we're here. This is the place where I wanted to shoot. This is where the caves are. Looks like two humans kissing. And small caves, and the big cave here. And actually, the reason why I came here is because of that rock. See this one right there? So here's a photo I made in like 2018. It's the same rock with the moon on the top, and it was, I believe, August. But now it's January, so I don't have the moon, I have nothing, but I'm still gonna make a long exposure of this rock because today the waves are crashing in really hard, and I think I can make a really good, like, really, powerful long exposure shot. So let's begin. This is where I want it to come, so gotta work. Alright, so I got my filters and my shutter release, so let's make this shot. Oh man, this is the composition that I really wanted to shoot for many years, and finally I'm back here so I can shoot it. Alright, so first I forgot my adapter ring again, so I'm gonna put it on my lens, so bear with me. Oh god, what a mess. Alright, got my adapter ring. I'm gonna attach it. Man, it's so cold I can't even feel my fingers actually. There we go. Alright, so my goal is to capture the waves crashing in and covering this rock. And that's gonna require a polarizer to cut off the glare and make the seawater a little bit dark. Now I'm gonna use, I think I'm gonna use my 3-stopper probably. Should be enough. So there we go, 3-stopper on, and that gives me about a quarter of a second. That's not bad. All right, so I'll just need to wait for the perfect wave to come in. So I don't want the waves around this rock, I want the waves to cover it wholly, which is now. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, you can actually feel the might of the water. Absolutely beautiful.
I know this photo is far from being a great seascape shot, but I really like this image. All I wanted to capture was the power of the waves covering the rock, the force of nature that can even reshape the ground. Compared to my shot of the same rock with the moon, this one isn't as good, but I was still happy to end my outing with it. Although I had 3 days to photograph Busan after being sick for 2 days, I didn't make full use of my time in the city as I still felt a bit unwell. Nevertheless, I managed to visit one last location after photographing Igidae Park, which you'll see in my next week's video. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.